2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Lance now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now play fake. Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Barnett, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jameson Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Right back to Swift again on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing now is Lance. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Finding room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Evans has it left side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's called the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
No ready.
On first down, Lance. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. On play action, Lance. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Williams on the catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
On second down now, it's Barnett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Evans running straight ahead. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there and a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Complete to Likely. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chris Olave from 3 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 28, Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run right here with Swift. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Ready,
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
ready,
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 72 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Right side, there's Likely with it. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 35, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks in.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. No.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 15. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The kicker on for the point after.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On second down, Evans looking for space. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted. And they did.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their